What's good, guys? Today is Saturday, is another week of trading, and so far so good. I've already blown my 10k account. That was 2 weeks ago. I don't think I dropped any video last week, so this week I'm just going to run you through last 2 weeks trade, and also this week's trade. So yeah, this is it. This is on the 27th of August, Wednesday. This was actually a really nice entry that I was planning on entering on this trade. Look at this. This fair value gap you are seeing here, this is a 15-minute fair value gap that I was planning on entering on. After I just tapped me in here, it went up a little, just started coming down, just started ranging and lingering near my entry till eventually it stop loss. Just look at this. After stop loss, just went for full TP. Look at this. This is crazy. Look at this. Imagine if I've just set maybe my stop loss, which is 30 pips. Imagine if I just set maybe like 30 to 40 pips. Let me see if I set 40 pips on this trade. See, if I've just set 40 pips on this trade, I probably would have just made 2 to 1 on this trade, because just small pips away from TP here, and I surely would have taken full TP on this trade. But that was the first loss of that week. The second trade of that day, I took the second trade. I'm not supposed to take the, but because the trade was actually following this my 4-hour. This is a 4-hour fair value gap that was following. Inside that 4-hour fair value gap, I mapped out this 5 minutes fair value gap, as you can see here. That was a 5-minute fair value gap. So the trade was looking at like a solid A+ setup for me. So I entered it right here. As soon as it triggered, it went up into a loss, then came back. Look at this. This is not up to 1-to-1. By the way, I was risking I think 30 pips or 40 pips on this trade. Yeah. After a while, I just started ranging in that area to go into stop. Look at it. I just cut my losses short. This is $35 loss on this trade. So after a while, I just went for stop loss, and I was lucky enough that I cut my losses short quickly, because I was seeing the move, and it's not really looking like a move. After this, if you can see this, after this downward push, this fair value gap, that was, as soon as it disrespected this fair value gap, I knew I had to close it. It did not even tap and come back. It just broke it and started going up. I just cut my losses short right there. The next trade, I think, was the next day. This was a really painful trade, by the way. It was supposed to be an A+ setup. Look at this fair value gap that formed just sharply after this upward push. I mapped out the range, fair value gap formed, tapped me. Even the entry looked as if it was going to start gushing down. The entry looked as if it was going to start gushing down. Look at the entry. This area here. Just look at that wick that tapped my entry, came down a little. Okay, this is a trade that I think I took 1-to-1 on this trade. Let me see. I took 1-to-1 on this trade, yes. Exactly. I said break even. This was a break even trade, by the way. After I said break even, just started going back to stop loss to my entry, then took me out for break even there. So that was how I just escaped with break even on that trade. It was a really solid trade. That week was just so tough for me. Those 2 trades, the first one and the second one, that was the 2 trade for that week. Then this week, I think this is the trade for this week. This was a trade for this week. This trade, I just entered it based on impulse. I don't really think much about this trade, because I think this was a 1-minute time frame. I saw the fair value gap on the 1-minute time frame. I just entered on that fair value gap. Then it's supposed to come down, they just tap me out for stop loss. Yeah, it was a 1 minute time frame. As you can see here, 1 minute time frame. So the 1 minute time frame trade, I saw the fair value gap, which was also aligning with that inverted fair value gap. That was why I entered that trade. Look at this. This fair value gap, then the second one inverted, but it tapped me in and just went straight to stop loss. But it was a quick trade, by the way, 1 minute time frame. So like 6 minutes or 5 minutes later, I was out of that trade. I was stopped out of that trade. That's just basically all the trades that I took this week. And on the 25k account, I'm down like $600 on that account. I'm going to paste it here. I'm going to say $600 on that account. It's really tough for me. But the crazy thing that I just found out was I'm done for the year. The remaining few months of this year, I'm just going to use it to back test and test my strategies to make sure every single setup I'm seeing and I'm taking is A+. So I'm basically done trading for the year, at least on the firm account. That maybe on personal level I might take some few trades, but I'm not sure, and it's not 100%. It's not 100% because last year, from August down till the end of the year, all my setup was just losses, or it's not even forming. My setup is not even forming. That was why I feel like I'm not sure I'm going to be trading. I noticed this last year. That was during August, September time. That was when I saw that my strategy does not really form when it's close to the end of the year like that. So I've just taken the decision to just maybe lay off the chart and not trade my 25k account and just leave it till the beginning of January next year, and use the remaining parts of this year to backtest, to try to stack up on perfect account that I can get, and do my best to stay off the chart so I'll not overtrade and revenge to try to get back on break even or into profit. So that's all, guys. If you like the video, do it to like, do it to subscribe and follow the journey. I'll see you guys next week.